And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Glad Dad here with Mike McKinnon with Outcast Motorsports Network, bringing you the Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds Truck Series here. This is the final night for the regular season, and then we start the playoffs heading into Martinsville next week. Only the top 10 in points after tonight will make it in. So who will that be? Man, I couldn't tell you. This we saw last night's race. Did not go as I thought, but yeah, we're here. We're going to give it another chance tonight. But hey, Mike, how we doing tonight, buddy?
We're fantastic, Adam. Hope everybody in the chat group, everybody watching out there is having a great evening. I'm looking forward to this one a lot. We saw great racing last night. Kind of got spread out after some pit stop things, but we'll see what happens in these trucks tonight. They're going to be a little loose, I believe.
Yes, sir. They're a little sketchy here, and talking with some of the guys. When you pack the air on the rear, start jumping around. It doesn't matter if you're on the bottom, the top. They're going to act funny tonight. But anyway, Mike, let's look here at the points as they sit right now after race 7. That is last week. We've got Ian Montrose leading the way by 20 points, believe it or not, over Eric Johnson. Brandon Brock sitting in third. So those three drivers, Montrose, Johnson, and Brock, will be getting EOLs tonight, as they are the top 3 in the points currently. Jacob Ainsworth sitting 4th, Tim Boyce in 5th, Brian Zemer 6th, Joshua Yarbrough 7th, Drew Calvert in 8th, Terry Litweiler 9th, Charles Wilson, Rob Hamilton tied for 10th. That's going to be a nice little tiebreaker there. These guys could not work together tonight, Mike. Charles Wilson and Robert Hamilton, they're going to be battling for that final spot, so curious to see who it's going to be there, as Josh Newman trying to work his way in. John Wilson tied with Christopher Jones and Bob Redeker in 15th. These drivers are really, really close here. I mean, look, Bob Redeker back 93 points. 9 points back from, 11 points back from Christopher Jones. So it's Christopher Jones, Sean Wilson, Josh Newman. Any of the other top 10, if they have a problem tonight, it's game over. I don't think they're going to make it. But you have to have at least 6 starts here in 8 races to be able to qualify for the playoffs. As you can see there, everybody is 6 and 7 starts. So I don't think we're going to have a problem with anybody dropping tonight. So yeah, that's going to be awesome. But we've got 20 seconds here left in practice, Mike.
Yeah, you saw that battle right there. As you said, Hamilton, those guys, they can't work together. They gotta beat each other. That's how it works. But even Bob Redeker, we have 25 drivers here. If there is something weird that happens, because these trucks, they will not take the beating on the front end that the cars did last night. They just won't. You'll get engine damage. You'll be out of here. It could be anything. It's 15 points to make it in. So nobody probably from 8th place on down is safe right now. This is going to be very, very interesting before we get this chase started.
Yes, sir. It's going to be interesting, to say the least. Like I said, last night, we only had 2 cautions for 6 laps here at Echo Park in the Next Gen Series, the Half Moon Designs Next Gen Series. Only 2 cautions, and they were both within the first 20 laps, and then it kind of got settled out. Had some green flag pit stops happening. We had some penalties on and off pit road that kind of, we had some front runners had some issues. Kel Peterson got a penalty there. So did Steve Giberson. And, amongst some others that didn't finish due to wrecks. So, we'll just have to wait and see. Ian Montrose didn't finish the race last night. He was out of it by lap 12. So,
yeah, he was out early, that's for sure. And then we're looking at the chat group here. Yes, when the difference between what you saw last night and tonight, these trucks will push each other. They will get up there. There's not going to be that huge pocket of air. They're going to be able to go up there, bump, draft. This could be wild and woolly compared to what we saw with the cars, where it was really hard for them to close up on the rear deck lids last night, Adam.
Yeah, it was. And I believe they're going to be bumper to bumper this time. I mean, like you said, it's a little bit easier to kind of check that bubble and get up there and bump draft. I did see it in practice. It was sketchy. I'm telling you, the rear of these trucks, they hop. And I don't know how they're going to react here, but I guess we'll just wait and see.
Yeah, that's all we could do is wait and see. You see a few takers on qualifying here. 32.219 by Matt Marklin. That's going to put him up front right now. 32.261 for Joshua Yarborough. So not as fast as the cars last night as we would expect. But once again, high track temps, 124 degrees basically on the track temperature right now. That is blazing hot in these trucks, which, as we've said 100 times, there's just no weight in the back of these trucks.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they're going to be slideways. And I said slideways, not sideways. Yeah, it's 125 track temp right now. So, yeah, and looks like Brandon Brock said somewhere around 15 to 20 laps, you're going to really feel these tires. So I'm looking forward to that as Montrose. Oh, I said Montrose had the top spot, and then David Vodka went and stole it away. So Montrose definitely not going to get the pole tonight as he's already turned his second lap. Nice run by Vodka. Kel Peterson in second.
There's that name again, Ryan Fuchs. We saw him have a great run last night. So there he is. He's third right now on his first lap. No, that's his second lap. Sorry. So he another great starting position for Fuchs, possibly.
All right, folks. I don't know. We had a little bit of technical difficulty there. I'm not sure what happened there, but we're back at it.
Share right now, Adam. I don't know what's happening there.
Yep, I can get that back up for you. Just 1 second.
The wonders of the internet. There it is.
Yeah, we're back. And I never touched the stop streaming button or anything of that nature. It just came right back. So let's look here. Looks like Drew Calvert's on track right now. Let's keep it going. Keep it rolling here.
I got something going on here. Hang on.
Well, we've got some storms rolling in right now, so little in and out of internet connection as Drew Calvert now 17th. Can he do better than 17th? Yes, sir, he will. He's going to be up inside the top 10 here. It looks like 9th place. And we got Bob Redeker now. Bob Redeker, yep, just finished up his laps. Looks like 14th fastest for him. And Tim Boyce now on track.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, Adam. I got the stream on my end is huge. All I can see is the pylon. I cannot zoom out. I don't know what's happening.
All right, we'll get that fixed here. Just give me a second.
Crazy stuff.
And how about that? We should be good to go. Yeah, there we go.
Now, baby.
And it's like
the wonders of the internet, folks.
That's right. It's always a bug. Eric Johnson out on track trying to complete his second lap here as he's heading down into turn number 3 and out of 4 right now. See what he can do here. Faster than 24th, I'm sure. Yes, sir. Going to move him up to 4th here as we got Brandon Brock now. Jacob Ainsworth moves up to 10th. John Wilson up to 8th. Brandon Brock on track right now for his second lap. Heading down into turn 3.
Remember how pivotal this is for Charles Wilson right now. If he gets that pole, that's that point he needs to get ahead of Rob Hamilton. That is an extra point.
Well, he's the only driver here, Mike, in the 31s. Very impressive run by Charles Wilson.
He needs that, and then if he can get out and lead that first lap, that's 2 points to the good.
And that's going to wrap it up here. Yep, pole is 2 points.
Yes, sir.
So Brock up to 7th here.
He's off to a real good start tonight. Trying to get myself all gathered back together here.
Oh yeah, the technical issues will throw you for a loop here. I'm telling you, it'll start stressing you out. You're like, what happened? Man, we got some thunderstorms rolling in, and you know what? It's like that every day here as well. You know, it's 114 outside today.
Yeah,
sweating bullets, sunburn on one side of my body, and then the storms roll in. And then they roll out, but they leave a world of hurt here on my connections as I stream pretty much every single night.
Yeah, you're about the busiest man in broadcasting right now.
Yeah, it would seem that way. You know, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life.
Yeah, that's fact.
Got 2 minutes left here, and let's bring in, see if we can't find Charles Wilson in the Discord here. I'd like to get a word with him. Looks like he's in race room 3. You want to pull him?
Yep, got him for you right there.
Hey, Charles Wilson, glad to have the booth. You got me.
Hey, I got you.
Man, impressive run here. The only driver to hit the 31s tonight, sitting on the pole.
Thank you.
Well, you know what? You were tied for 10th place, Charles. Coming into this thing with Rob Hamilton, and I was like, man, he's going to need a good night here to, and you can't work with Rob whatsoever. You know what? No. Yeah, you can't push him if you stand a chance to get in the playoffs here. But now you're 2 points ahead. So,
yeah, I need these points.
That's right, man.
And, stay clean and stay in front. And be there at the end. Be a nice P1 tonight if it comes to fruition.
Yes, sir. Well, how's the truck feeling? I know you ran a ton of practice laps here. How is the truck feeling?
Truck's feeling pretty good, actually. After about 10, 15 laps, if you're up underneath of somebody, the front end wants to take off. But I found if you give it just a love tap of brakes, she'll hold underneath, and you'll be able to, keep it stable through the corner.
Oh, yeah, I got you. Hey, that's great advice there. All right, Charles, well, we won't keep you, buddy. Good luck tonight, and hopefully we'll see you when it shakes out.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you both up there.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Got it, bud.
All right, and let's see. Do we have? Yes, we do. With 8 seconds left to go, we got Ronnie Welchel here in the webcams tonight with Rob Williams. Rob Hamilton right next to him with Steve Giberson. That's the top row. Ryan Fuchs, middle with Jacob Ainsworth. David Vodka and Bob Redeker. And then the bottom, you've got Eric Johnson with Charles Wilson. Couldn't get his feet up for some reason. And Drew Calvert.
Boys look ready to go to me.
Yes, sir, they are. So we're going to wait for some of these drivers here to get here on track, get loaded into the session, and then we'll kick this thing off.
Looking forward to this.
All right, here we go. All right, I'm going to start us off here. Starting on the front row, it's going to be Charles Wilson with Brian Zemer. In row number 2, Eric Johnson with David Vodka. Starting here in row number 3, it's going to be Dale Peterson with Terry Litweiler. Row number 4 is going to be Brandon Brock with Ryan Fuchs. row 5. Sean Wilson with Ian Montrose. Mike, take it away.
Yes, sir. Row 6, we're going to see that 74 Jacob Ainsworth. He's got alongside Ronnie Welchel in P12. So row 7, we'll see Josh Newman on the inside. We'll see Christopher Jones on the outside. That'll bring us to row 8. We'll see Drew Calvert. He'll be alongside Rob Hamilton. Hamilton needs to get himself moving tonight. Row 9. That will bring us to Matt Markland. Had a great run last night. He'll be alongside the 60 of Steve Giberson. And row 10 will bring us Tim Boyce, and he'll be alongside Bob Rediker. Outside chance for Bob. Good run tonight. We will see.
Row number 11 is going to be Joshua Yarbrough with Rob Williams. Row 12, Brian Welchel and Jordan Massey. And taking up the final spot here in 25th is going to be Bill Ligotti. All right, well, looks like we're going to go green this time by Mike. Let's take a look here. Let's get the tower loaded up. Want to take a look at the weather right now. 111-degree track tip with 85 in the air, 2 miles an hour out of the west-southwest. Sunshine in the air. It's going to be a fantastic night here to do some short track super speedway racing.
Yes, sir. Little Talladega on steroids, everybody. Here we go.
Green flag in the air. Here we go. Charles Wilson with Brian Ziemer side by side. Ziemer going to go ahead and try to move down here with Terry Litweiler now. The top 4 single filed out. As the 15 of Ryan Fuchs, she's got nowhere to go right now. He's stuck on the high side here.
Get to watch, see if Wilson brings this around, leads this lap. I mean, that's 3 bonus points right off the bat. He's going to need every single one of them, I believe. So here we go. Going to lead lap 1. Get himself that bonus point. That's going to put him in pretty good position early in this race.
Yeah, there it is. I mean, already up into 9th place here in the points. So looking pretty solid.
As I said, folks, you'll see these trucks. You can push with these things. We'll just see if they decide they want to or not. Last night's winner, Ziemer, jumps up a little bit higher there. Litweiler's trying to get up there with the same thing. Fuchs finally able to get his positioning there at 5th.
Got a little bit of smoke out here out the back. Oh, there goes Kel Peterson down. As the field's going to go around. Man, Kel Peterson's going to lose a ton of spots here. Man, Kel Peterson dropped all the way back to 25th and no help out the backside either. Tim Boyce. And Josh
he's going to be in trouble here.
Yes, he is. Bad. No, you're good, man. You're good. Just getting excited here. The 4, the 4 of Josh Newman, he's dropping back here. As the 77 of Josh Yarbrough going to try to pick him up. Get on board here with Josh Yarbrough.
Kind of saw it last night. Nobody wanted to take that high side last night until the tires started to wear down. But we saw the momentum it had. If you could get a 5-6 car train to go, it was absolutely the fastest way. But there's just not enough takers last night, and these guys are going to go all the way to the back.
And no choice either. It was an absolute freight train. Hey, what's going on, Lubbock Jackson? And of course, Josh Yarbrough, he's going to leave Newman to the outside here, and he's going to drop down to the bottom.
Yeah, Kel Peterson, I'm just watching this. He's 4 seconds behind the pack, basically, him and Ligotti. Well, he's 6 seconds behind the pack, so he is definitely not going to be able to get much sniff of that draft. He's going to have to hope these guys just don't come screaming by here in about 12 laps or so.
Well, it's going to happen. I can promise you it's going to happen in a hurry. As Charles Wilson still leading the laps here. As we're going to look out the back bumper here of Charles Wilson.
I just love seeing him and David up here controlling the field, man. And, these trucks probably feel better than all the rest right now up here.
You better believe it.
Turbulence, all that. They're loving it.
You know, you got last night's winner right here. I mean, looking right back behind David Vodka. I mean, look, the 55 right there, last night's winner in the Half Moon Designs Next Gen Series here on Monday nights. He was the winner last night, so things can look up here for Brian Zemer. Can he go back-to-back tonight? He's looking strong already. As Jacob Ainsworth now in 8th position. Now, he was 4th place in the points. He did not get served with an EOL. That's only for the top 3. He is up from 11th to 8th place here, so he's going to be settled in right now. I don't see him making a position unless somebody makes a mistake.
Now, not for about another 10, 12 laps. That's when you'll start to see a little bit of a handling go away on these machines. They'll start to maybe feel a little light in the front, and then, be susceptible to a bad push, which we're not seeing, which I'm kind of surprised. They're not really locking on.
Not yet. They can, though. I've seen them in practice. It is proven they can do it if they want to.
I don't think I want to go this early either. This is a good day to overheat one of these boys.
As looks like we got Drew Calvert, Rob Hamilton battling here. Rob Hamilton, he's got to get the pedal to the metal here. Got to get up there and try to lead some laps.
Yeah, he's got nothing to lose tonight. He's going to have to kind of push it, go for it. Ooh, getting a little bit wiggly down there.
Well, and you know what, Mike? I mean, I say this. I say this for Rob Hamilton. Yes, he is still in the chase right now. Like I said, he's sitting 10th here. Yep. He was tied. Charles Wilson now moves to 9th. He moves to 10th. But he is on the bubble. He's got to get up there. He's got to do something. And hope, I hate to say this as part of the community here at Outcast Motorsports, but he has got to hope that someone in front of him in the points has a bad night.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. I mean, hope is not a strategy, as they say, but we'll just have to wait and see. Last night we had some early chaos. Maybe he's kind of booking on next. We are starting, Christopher Jones all out of shape. We are seeing guys already starting to lose the handle on these a little bit.
Montrose threading the needle here between Giverson and Boyce. He makes it happen, though.
Yeah, he's one of those guys who's got tremendous car control. There's no question about that. But these quick maneuvers that they want to do, not going to be so easy today.
No, it's not. And the momentum on the outside here is not where we've seen it. Oh, man, what is going on with that? A little bit out of focus there.
Yeah, we got to fire the pylon camera guy. There we go. Like I said, they're starting to dance already. But you see the difference between the trucks and the cars of what we saw last night. There is nobody, whoa, Rob, easy. There is nobody breaking away here. The pack is pretty much sustained all the way. Well, heck, they got the first 20 or under 2 seconds. So they're all sustained in this pack.
Christopher Jones way out of shape there on the front stretch as Zemer may be trying to make a move here. It looked like he was trying to make a move on the 24 to the outside, but I guess thought better of it.
Yeah, I don't know if he just, not wanting to fight the truck, just kind of letting it do its thing, or, how he felt the car last night as well. We'll just have to see. He keeps her low in this corner, so maybe he is trying to just poke it out to see if anyone would, help him a little bit, because Fuchs goes up and nobody goes with him.
Well, Brian Fuchs has the 62 of Ronnie Waltrip behind him here. As Ronnie's not 3 wide, I thought Sean Wilson was going to get in there. Sean had a fantastic momentum, had a 4, but woed up a little bit as we got the 71 now to the outside of Ronnie Waltrip with the 62. Whoa, Charles Wilson out of shape just a little bit.
Yeah, outside just creeping up here. We got Calvert up there with Litweiler. See if anybody wants to pick up Terry. Nobody seems to want to be willing to do that yet, but I still believe you'd probably handle a little bit better, even though last night did not prove to be the case.
Yeah, I don't think they get to Terry really. I mean, they're working on it here, but man, the momentum is just not there tonight on the outside lane.
Yeah, not yet. Just like I said, though, we're starting to see guys up half a lane, almost 2 lanes coming off the corner. They're starting to fight the machines.
Oh, Jacob Ainsworth looking to the inside of Wilson just a little bit. That's Sean Wilson in the 47. Oh, is Christopher Jones loose again? Oh, now we got 3 wide here between Brian Welchel and Steve Giberson.
Oh, hang in there, boys.
They get it figured out here, but man, oh man, a little sketchy right there. They were 3 wide, Mike.
Yeah, this looks like a caterpillar heading down the road. I mean, these guys are just fighting the wheel right now.
Well, Brandon Brock did say 15 to 20 laps. You're going to really start, the change is going to be huge here on these trucks, and boy, was he not joking.
That seems to be the case. I've got a technical issue with you. I mean, I've driven, you've driven. Would you want a quicker steering ratio today, or you want that big, wide turn the steering wheel? I think I would want it a little quicker. Just try to catch these things. They just seem.
No.
I mean, if you got nice, cool hands, that's what I would want.
Well, it depends. Am I pushing or am I leading?
Oh, Redeker in the wall. Well, that's the thing, right? You got to move your offset and stuff for sure to push, but I just think I'd want to be able to catch it a little quicker.
Terry Litweiler in the wall. Brian Ziemer in the wall. These trucks are starting to come alive here, Mike. I'm liking what I'm seeing. These drivers, they were taking the coolness for the. They were taking advantage of it. Now look at them getting left in the dust here.
Absolutely. We'll start to see a separate. This is one of those that will separate because not all these are handling the same. That is for sure. These guys in the front feeling pretty comfy right now. Charles said he had kind of figured out a little something with the brake pedals. So you see a lot of getting another guy back in the wall. Might be Litweiler again. Yeah, they're starting to struggle back there toward the back.
And let's see, off the back of Ronnie Welchel, the Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, the title sponsor for the Truck Series here, as he's got Jacob Ainsworth following. Got a little bit of bubble between him here. If Christopher Jones can tuck up behind the 74, then they might make hay while the sun shines.
Yeah, they could. I really believe they can now. If they get it up a little bit and get some guys to go, they just can't yet. Jacob's got a huge run on Ronnie several times. He's just not been able to take it up there to make the pass.
Bob Redeker looks like he was out of shape there last lap. Went down to the bottom, lost a bunch of ground here, now sitting in the 12th position. 1 second back, though. Look, Mike, you were right. We got a second pack here. That's the 68 with Brandon Brock, Eric Johnson, Brian Welchel. They're in tow here, and they are 2 seconds back from the lead pack as Steve Giberson and Sean Wilson battle side by side.
Yeah, and they're obviously hanging back as these guys are starting to go side by side. They're not really making gains. They're just hanging back. They're expecting something to happen. And the way it's looking, something may. I can't explain to the folks, once these get out of shape and they heat the tires up, and you have to keep pace. You have to figure out a new way to control the machine. Ooh, David's a little out of shape as well. That's the best view on the course right now.
Whoa, David Vodka in the wall.
Got a
Jacob
bump from
Ainsworth.
Jacob.
Oh, now Jacob Ainsworth gets turned and backwards he goes.
2 more huge hits right there.
Jacob Ainsworth now with a track blocker. Eric Johnson involved.
Yeah, it looked like Ziemer, Wilson, Johnson.
Litweiler.
Couple huge hits.
Man, oh man, and we're going to take a look at it here. Looked like Ainsworth had it, and then something else happened here to Ainsworth. We're going to look at it here. So he looks under. It was no push to the 24. He got loose. The 74 couldn't really back up here. Oh, and then back at him again. Zemer, Sean Wilson involved. All right, now let's take a look here. I want to see cockpit view here of Eric Johnson as he was involved. He's back here in the back, can't see anything. All right, things are happening here. Boom, somebody gets turned. Oh, and then somebody turns him. We're going to see who it was. Could have been Brian Welchel. We're going to take a look here again, this time from the chopper cam of Eric Johnson.
Boy, a couple really big smacks right there.
Brian Welchel not woed up, gets into the left rear quarter panel of the 18, spins him around into the wall. 18's got some damage, Litweiler damage, and Jacob Ainsworth definitely damage.
Yeah, Ainsworth trailing smoke. He's got engine issues. He probably out of the event.
Well, we're going to take a look here. Yeah, Jacob Ainsworth with a meatball flag. Brian Zemer. These drivers aren't finishing tonight. Ainsworth out of the race.
Big heavy hitters getting involved in that.
No
yeah,
smoke.
Ainsworth will not be able to finish.
No smoke for Zemer, though. We're going to see he might be able to get it fixed here.
Characteristic of the track, though, right, as we saw last
Yes.
night, it sends you up first before you come back down.
That's it. I mean, the banking's just so steep here. Well, folks, 27 laps. Well, 25 laps. Then we got our first caution. So they were holding on for dear life. There's no denying that. But, you know, last night we only had 2 cautions here. Now we're on the first caution. And we're a little over a quarter of the way through the race.
That was just that loose condition. We saw they started dancing just as though Brock had said up there. It was very, very odd. 15 laps is like the algorithm said, that's it. The tires are hot. And these boys have started struggling, I mean, almost immediately. And I'm shocked nobody has came for tires that I saw.
There we go. Got that fixed. Not sure what was going on there with that camera, but I think we got it done now.
It just wasn't happy.
Well, it's always a technical issue here. You've always got that one technical bug to keep you from an absolute perfect broadcast. I mean, it happens to everybody.
Yeah. Or you just have me get tongue-tied, and that keeps me from having a nice broadcast.
The thing is, folks, you know, that's why I broadcast a lot, is because I want the experience. I want as much experience as I can possibly get at any given time. And I'm not going to say I like having problems, but I like figuring out what the problem is. As you can see there, something was wrong with the camera. We immediately got it fixed. It only took a couple of seconds, and we're back at it. So hopefully we're going to be golden now as we're getting ready to take the green flag now. Mike, why don't you take it away here? Looks like the top 8, top 9 have not pitted.
Yeah, that's what I saw as well. So we're going to watch for a wheel spin right here. This could be a big, big issue right here. 122 track temps. So they're going to have to be easy on the throttle as pace car is down. Wait for Barney to give the command as they see the restart zone right there. And away we go. We'll see if they all get away. Fuchs looked like he spun the tire a little bit, got out of shape. Charles able to get away. Good deal. Everybody able to get away. Charles just going to ease it into the corner here.
Yeah, he wasn't full throttle either, Mike. Charles was not full throttle. He was going to wait for Fuchs to get to him. Fuchs not going to help him. Oh, Ryan Fuchs not going to be willing to help the 57 at all.
And if it wasn't for Ronnie Welcho helping right there, he wouldn't have had a spot to get back in. Got Giverson on the outside making a good run right now.
There we go. Okay, that camera's fixed now. You know what? Hey, Ronnie Welchel and Charles Wilson, they are both part of Elbows Out. We'll show it right there. Elbows Out Racing Team. But you best believe when push comes to shove, Ronnie Welchel is going to push the 57 to the win. If he can, he's going to.
Couple guys going way up high. Look like Hamilton.
We're
Josh
3
Newman.
wide for the lead, Mike.
Oh my God.
Giverson out front now.
And Charles kind of got a little bit out of shape when they went 3 wide right there. Fuchs able to take advantage. Welchel able to take advantage.
Steve Giverson, man, large and in charge right here, did a power move around him and took the lead.
It's pretty interesting right here. As you said, we got guys on new shoes. They're going them at her for sure. Eric Johnson already back to 8th position, so his truck able to gather back up. Whatever little bit of damage he had, looks like it's fixed. Montrose 11th, all these guys, the point guys that start toward the back. Brock, he is up to 6th, so all the big boys on the move.
And we got 43 viewers here in the stream watching these guys go at it here at Echo Park Super Speedway. Appreciate each and every one of you joining us tonight.
Oh my God.
Oh, Jordan Massey down on the bottom. Charles Wilson trying to power to the outside with, look who, Rob Hamilton.
Yeah, Rob making his move.
Oh, I knew Rob Hamilton was going to get up there. I mean, I know he's listening to the broadcast. And yeah, Rob, you've got to get going here, buddy. Got to get up there. You got to get a point. Secure that top 10. Secure it.
I like that view right there. And
Well,
Charles able to get it all back together here.
Yeah, Charles Wilson back and forth here. He's still on the high side, though. He's looking for Ronnie Welchel. He's looking for his teammate right in front of him, that 62 machine. Now Fuchs to the outside. Here comes Brandon Brock now. Check that out. Brandon Brock now on the outside. Where did he come from?
Oh, you can see how loose these things are before. They just don't want to turn. Then when they do turn, they want to snap. Great job for Giverson and Welchel right here. They got to be feeling pretty good right now.
Yes, sir. They are controlling that the lane here. A little bit of scattered out there about mid-pack. Oh, Ryan Fuchs.
Oh,
Ronnie goes up, gets into the left rear quarter panel. Ryan Fuchs gets sideways. He saves it and still leading that outside line.
yeah, a good save. That's a pretty big door slam right there.
Yes, sir, it was.
And Jordan Massey made his way up here now, so a whole bunch of new players up here in the top 10.
As we look back here, we got Eric Johnson kind of sneaking his way in now, currently 8th. Hopefully got that damage fixed. It looks pretty fast right now.
Yeah, everything looks okay. Littweiler looks like he's got a hood, maybe just a little bit. Could just be the shadow I'm seeing there, but he's able to keep pace.
Well, let's take a look here. Terry Litweiler, and we got a zoom.
Out the shadow.
Yep, the spotter's got his binoculars on here. Let's take a look and see what's going on with Terry Litweiler. Yeah, he's got a little bit of ruffle there on the right front and going left towards the center of the hood. I'm not sure if that's going to hurt him or not, but we'll definitely have to wait and see.
All right.
I don't think he can lead, Mike, but I think he can definitely follow and push.
Yeah, we missed Ronnie Welchel went ahead and he took the lead. Fuchs now getting in front of Guyverson. He's trying to bring Wilson, trying to bring him back on the outside lane here again.
Fuchs with a nice draft here to secure his second spot as Guyverson falls to third. The draft's going to be really strong here coming into 3 and 4. Oh, is Sean Wilson. Now they make the pass on him. John holds the bottom lane. Oh, Litweiler in the wall as Brock goes by.
Yeah, that spread him out.
Well, they're too wide back there now. They're good to go. As we got this cat trying to work his way up through the field. Josh Yarbrough. Let's see what he's got going on back here. Christopher Jones with the damage.
Yeah, big damage on Christopher's drive. I was about to say the same thing. The whole right front tire hanging out. We see y'all out there. Light that chat group up for us, man. We'll talk back to you. We're waiting for that. Get in that chat group.
Rob Hamilton now sitting in the top 10. He's still in there. Jordan Massey up here having a nice run. Oh, Ryan Fuchs, loosey-goosey right there. Loses a couple of spots. Oh, now they're 3 wide here. Montrose in the middle. He is the meat in the sandwich as Calvert now to the high side.
A good move out of both of them right there. Yeah, good move out of both.
Well, very nice situational awareness, no doubt about it.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, but how about these guys that did not hit? I mean, they're still holding their own up here. Pretty surprising, to be honest. And Charles Wilson, once he got to the outside lane, that's kind of where he decided he wants to be. Oh, Eric Johnson, quick move.
Ooh, yeah. Jordan Massey having a fantastic run right now as he's trying to take over the third spot. There he goes. Charles Wilson to the outside, and TCU Pro Frank Dad says my 68 Cowtown Bates truck is running good tonight. Go Massey.
Yeah, looking very sharp up in there. Oh, well, about put the curse on him.
Yeah, let's not. Let's not.
About put the kibosh on him pretty quick.
Still side by side here with Wilson as they got some lap traffic coming up. Get on the nose here of Massey. Kind of see what he's seeing here.
There's your Cowtown Bates, bud.
Oh yeah, Jordan Massey's going to be careful here as he should be safe making this pass happen. Not sure who that is up there in front of him.
Got decent pace, even though it's getting ready to be a lap vehicle, but got a pretty good pace. Might be Brian Welch.
No, Brian Welch is in a black and yellow car. Nope, that is Brian Welch in the 53. You're right, it's a Sobe machine. You're exactly right, Mike. Great job there for spotting that.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Yeah, you can see the damage on the right front, just not allowing him to quite have pace. See if these guys work their way around.
When he's not fishing for me, he's racing. Hey, that's awesome, man. That is awesome.
That's a career I need, man.
Oh boy, don't I know.
Pulling out Hog Mama Bass and then running to the racetrack. That'd be pretty good.
Drew Calvert to the outside here, Mike. These tires are starting to come to life a little bit. We do still have 9 drivers that have not pitted, so you know they are they're pressing their luck.
Well, they probably only got about 7 laps of fuel left, so all these guys behind that did pit, they're going to have to watch for when these guys decide to come on down if we don't get a caution. I mean, you got to check up fairly quickly on the back. You know, it is what it is, but got to be aware.
And there we go right there. Ronnie Welchel. Well, no, not Ronnie Welchel. Sorry. There we go. Rob Hamilton. He's getting pretty low on fuel there, Mike. He's definitely less than a quarter tank of fuel.
I think I had seen 50 to 55 laps, and then you figure we got a couple caution laps in there, so he may be able to go maybe
57.
6, 7 more. Yeah, somewhere in there.
Rob in the wall just a little bit.
See Wilson work his way down. I think he's starting to debate on that pit stop right now.
Yeah, Wilson is one of the drivers that has yet to pit. So looking forward to seeing this. Ronnie Welchel has yet to pit. Wilson, Giverson, Massey. These drivers, they're going to have to find a kind of a co-worker, if you will. A helper, a teammate to go down a pit with. You cannot afford to pit by yourself here at a track like Atlanta.
I agree 100% until I watched Brian Zemer do it last night. I still cannot believe that worked out for Zemer last night, just the way it worked. I can't believe it. So, but you say these guys up front are teammates, so I imagine they're discussing it right about now.
Well, new leader on the track right now, and actually led that lap. That's going to be Brandon Brock in the 3 machine.
Yeah, but Calvert needing a good run, having a good run.
He is for now. Yes, sir. He is for now. Last pitted on lap 26 with Brandon Brock, Montrose, Kel Peterson. And as you can see, those drivers right there on the outside line with Brandon Brock, those guys have all pitted on lap 26. So they're good for a while.
And you can see the closing rate. These guys have the... Oh, Brandon got a little too far out, but see if Calvert will pick him back up.
Oh, no. Calvert around the outside. I'm telling you, oh, Calvert loose.
Oh.
Well, now Calvert's to the inside. Unwillingly, I can promise you that.
Oh, my gosh. I bet Montrose didn't know what to think right there either. He's like, oh, no.
Not again.
Not again. That's correct.
Because, you know, that's what ended his night last night.
Yeah, early. Ended up finishing dead last on the field last night. Kind of a carbon copy of what we saw, though, Adam, last night. We had an early caution and a real long run. So kind of what we're seeing. There's a taker on pit road.
Yeah, it's going to be Rob Hamilton, looks like. Yeah, Rob Hamilton pitting all by itself here. That's not a good call there. He may not have had a choice, Mike. He may not have had a choice. And,
fuel.
I hate it, but I don't. You know, yeah, you go down there by yourself. Yeah, you're safe. You're safe. You don't have to worry about somebody running into you or anything like that. But then again, you've got to have the help.
That's absolutely right. He comes out here by himself, and he's probably going to get steamrolled. It'll be a lap down anyway. See a lot of other guys coming off. I guess I missed him come down, but we got Welchel coming off now, Wilson, Giverson. All these guys need to get hooked up as fast as possible. Here they come.
Yep. Once Brandon Brock came, easy there, Ronnie. Once Brandon Brock took the lead there, these guys, they coordinated with one another to come down pit road and grab some splash and some tires.
Yeah, if everybody gets in and off pit road well right there, they're going to be hooked up pretty well, I believe. Well coordinated.
Well, Ryan Fuchs still out. He is the only car that has not pitted this entire race. So he's going to have to come down here and pit as Drew Calvert now takes the lead away from Brandon Brock. They're side by side with Montrose helping on the outside lane. Brock, no help whatsoever.
No, that's exactly what you would expect when these tires fall away. You want to be looking for grip a little higher, but then you may work into a tight condition after that. But we see the momentum. It is working on the high side a little bit as Peterson's been able to make his way up. Litweiler's came with him. All these guys have been working that high line until they got to the front.
Well, Calvert back to the outside here as Montrose now moves up to collect him. Here goes Kel Peterson. How about that? Now Kel looking to the bottom here. He's got a pretty strong draft. Oh, we got the drivers on the high side in the wall. Calvert in the wall. Montrose a little loose. That's going to open the door up here for Kel Peterson and Brandon Brock now to try to make a move on Montrose.
Yeah, see if these guys hook together. I seen as Welchel came off the pits, he looked like he was almost by himself there, so they may be spread out a little more than they wanted to. Montrose starting to really fight the truck.
And around they go. Kel Peterson now to the lead with the help of Brandon Brock. Great teamwork there, guys.
Ryan Fuchs has made his pit stop.
And it looks like the 18 of 71 working together with the 77 of Josh Yarbrough trailing in.
Now remember, the guys that just pitted, they can make it all the way. These other
Yes,
groups,
sir.
they will have to come down. So this could play out pretty interestingly as we go.
Well, if it stays green, I think they're going to be in good shape, Mike, except for maybe the tires. Last night, speaking to some of these guys, I know you had to get off husbandly duties and all, but I kind of stayed around and talked to some of these guys, and their tires were 2%, 5%
Oh my goodness.
at the end of that green flag run. So they're saying it's worse tonight than it was last night.
Well, we watched them do 55 somewhere, 56 laps, so they should be in good shape. They got 35 laps left to go. I don't think they'll wear them all the way out right here, but we'll just have to wait and see. I mean, it depends how you start fighting, I guess.
Well, following is better. You start battling and turning that wheel left and right, trying to chase the truck around the track, it becomes an issue real quick.
And you see Ronnie right there. He got the newer tires. He's about 30 laps newer or so, and he's moving himself right to the front. That beautiful VR is looking good tonight. He likes it.
Yeah, let's get on board here with Ronnie Welchel. There we go. Show him up on the screen as he's, he's a lap down here, so he's going to have to go up there and try to get it back.
And looking like he may be able to do it if he doesn't burn him up, too quick there. That'll help. A little bit of drafting help. Pull himself up, maybe get on the bumper of Johnson.
Litweiler moves up here.
Yeah, you can see the difference in the inputs once he got behind Terry there. He got a little tight condition going into the corner. Ooh, a little loose. Hope y'all are enjoying the race out there. We enjoy having you guys in with us. We do appreciate it. Every single time we appreciate you seeing a good race right here. We got different strategies and kind of separated, kind of what we expected once we got through that little caution period and the tires let go. These things started to separate a little bit.
And it looks like Ronnie Welchel is going to try to make a spot or make some spots happen here. He's got to go up there and get his laps back. Welchel 2 laps down, so he's trying to get at least one.
Yeah, he's got to kind of hope for no cautions, right? If they can do that, they can make it.
Well, he's getting close. He's fifth in line here on the track, right here behind the leaders. So, I mean, there is hope for Ronnie Welchel.
And just somehow got separated from Charles and Massey and Guyverson. So something happened in pit road. Maybe he overshot the pit. We just weren't able to see there. Something happened that got him separated from those other guys, and it's cost him a little bit.
Yeah, it has. They go underneath Bill Ligotti here. And Kel Peterson, about 3/8 of a tank left. They're definitely going to have to pit. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Yeah, I'm going to try to take a guess here. Lap 80.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Won't be much away. About lap 80, they're going to have to come down.
Well, you know what, Mike? If I was them, now, you know, like I said, I'm a broadcaster. You're the analyst here. If it was me, I would pit as early as possible because you never know what's going to happen here. If you pit on lap 80, you pit on lap 85, you're going to have 10, you're going to have 15 laps to try to close up any gap that you have. If you go ahead and pit and you know you can make it all the way, you can lock up with these guys and try to close up at any gap that you may have, gathered here down pit road.
No, I almost 100% agree with that. I would pit. You got plenty of fuel from here on. You can make the green white checkers. You can do whatever you need to do. I would go ahead and take on the fuel right now. Come back out, and as you said, if you are gapped at all, you make a mistake, you have a little more time to make it up.
Yeah, I mean, you got some powerhouses right here to pit with. So, I mean, just get on the radio. You know, like, hey, this is Cal Peterson in the 20. I'm going to pit here on this next lap. Anybody want to help me? And that's all it takes. You know, just key up on the voice chat here. And bring the guys down with you.
Hand out the window. Hand out the window. And he went high. I think he knows he's trying to get off the lead to save a little fuel right here.
No, Kel Peterson's not in the booth right now. Yep, no, he is. He is. Wally himself. And he has yet to hit the wall, but, you know, the night's too early. I don't think I've ever seen... Yep, and look at that. Kel Peterson in the wall. I was just about to say, there's not been one race I have not seen Kel Peterson hit the wall. And as soon as I said that, he gets a strike there.
Yeah, and that really will mess up his, strategy with the pits, because I lost quite a bit of time. Right, he's going to have to make it back up. We're going to try to push Welchel out to the lead here if they can get hooked up.
Keene says he did it on purpose, question mark. Oh, no, it's accidentally on purpose. Brandon Brock leading the way here. They're not going to be able to make it. The top 10 here. Looks like Markland and Welchel, they are laps down. No, looks like just Brian Welchel is a lap down. Matt Markland, 9th and above, are all on the same pit strategy here. Last pitted on lap 26 for anybody joining us. They're not going to be able to make it. They're going to have to pit somewhere around close to lap 80. If I was them, I'd pit sooner. The earlier, the better.
And Wilson, Massey, and Guyverson, they are hooked up. They are all three in a line. And then you got a gap about 6 seconds back to Rob Hamilton. But the three that were in the lead when they first pitted are hooked back together. So they should be making decent time right here. We'll just have to wait and see.
Here we go. Coming down pit road right now. Montrose calling it in. He's got Calvert, Montrose, Kel Peterson follows. Here comes Tim Boyce. And Matt Markland's still out for now. So we're going to see here, boys. DSD, as crew chief Franklin says.
Oh, easy.
Hey, we're good. We're good. No penalties to call out for these 4 drivers as of now. Yep, we're good.
That's
No
good.
penalties on getting on pit road entry here. So now Ronnie Welchel out in front of Brandon Brock. That's going to put him 1 lap down here. And now he's like, I need a caution. I need a caution right now.
Yeah, he needs some help, but this is helping Brock.
Well, yeah.
These guys are going to have to come down, I mean, pretty soon here.
And they're going to stay out here. They're going to do the long game here, Mike. Now we're coming up on lap 77 here of the 97 scheduled. As they're side by side, you definitely do not want to be. You're now battling the guys that just pitted 3 laps ago. You're battling those guys for position. The last thing you need to do now that you are in the lead pack that have not pitted is what? Battle side by side. Eric Johnson coming down now. Here comes Josh Yarbrough. He's committed. Brandon Brock as well. Now Brandon Brock, we're going to have to see here what's going to happen with Brandon Brock. He's haul and tail here. He left these guys here around this corner. And the checkpoint here closes up quick. Hey, they're good to go. Brian Welchel pits as well.
Montrose is provisional leader right now, but he's got 6 guys lined right with him. He's ahead of Peterson, Calvert, Wilson, Massey, Giberson. So we're going to see how this cycles out. He is up to 6th right now. Once everybody pits, he should take the lead here.
Well, you know what? Look, they're coming into turn number 3 right now. There's no help out back for Montrose. I mean, yeah, you've got here comes Kale and Drew Calvert. Now, Johnson, Brock, they've all left pit road here. They're coming out right now. They're going to come out in front of Montrose.
Yeah, good pit stops by these guys.
Here they come. They're coming at full song right now, Mike. They are coming at full song.
And Brock has gotten left behind on the pit stop, so he's going to fall to the back of that group.
Yes, sir, he is.
Johnson's going to get ate up by this group, but he'll try to latch on. That's kind of what we saw with Zemer last night.
He's going to try to latch on here to Matt Marklin. Matt Marklin is in 2nd place right now. Terry Litweiler leading the way. Both those drivers still have to pit. Johnson's only hope at this moment is to run around with Marklin, who just now entered pit road. Now he's here with Christopher Jones. He's got to keep the pace up. I think he's fast enough right now, Mike, as they close in on the back of Johnson, that he should be able to kind of stop the bleeding, if you will.
Yeah, he's got enough pace right here. He should be able to fall in line, or, it's not as big as Talladega we don't have as big an energy right there, but you can see they're closing it down fairly quickly here. Christopher's going to have to make a decision.
Yes, they are. And you know what? We can take a look here. Back behind, we're going to show the catch-up here between Eric Johnson and Ian Montrose. You kind of let that time situate here because it's kind of crazy. Back between Montrose, 0.7 of a second faster than Eric Johnson. Here they come. Johnson's going to stop the bleeding. He's running fast enough here.
Yeah, he should have enough. He could jump up there if he wants to. But I don't know if he'll take that chance.
Well, Johnson's going to hold the bottom here. He's in a good spot. They're on the top. They got the long way around. So, yeah, they're moving faster, but they're also, they've got to go the longer route. So, it's going to help Johnson. Look, now the energy's almost stopped here as he's now side by side with Montrose. Johnson knows what he's doing here.
Yeah,
and look, Montrose in the wall. That's going to put Johnson now. Here goes Kel Peterson to help. Johnson back out in the lead.
Calvert, Wilson, comes Jordan Massey back into it. So after this all cycled out, here we go. We're all bunched back together. Great job out of all these guys.
Now Kel's going to help Johnson here. He's going to help him We got 14 laps left to go.
I know Christopher Jones is trying to help here, but I just think he's hindering the pack a little bit. We know he doesn't quite have the speed with that damage on the front.
Well, here goes Kel Peterson to the outside now. He's going to try to lead a lap. Didn't lead that one, but he's going to try to lead the next one. Montrose kind of helping him here with the bubble. Yeah, come on, Peterson, as long as he doesn't hit the wall. I love it, Jackson, with the jokes. That is hilarious. We got him on board here. We got Wally fans. Oh, yeah. Kel Peterson leading this lap here. Gonna look good as Drew Calvert now takes over the third spot. Eric Johnson now falls back to fourth. Christopher Jones, he's in between Johnson and Wilson at the moment. And here comes Brandon Brock now on the high side. He's going to have really good momentum down the backstretch. Oh, and Wilson sees that. Oh, Wilson in the wall. That's going to bring Brandon Brock in the wall. You know that. If the guy if the guy you're drafting with hits the wall, 9 times out of 10, you're going to hit the wall. It's just the name of the game here with the air. The way it is.
Yeah, it's almost impossible not to. That really cost Brock right there. With only 11 to go, I mean, this thing is moving right along.
How about Steve Giverson here? Running a fantastic race. Sitting here in 7th position.
Yeah, he's been up front a lot tonight, led laps, so he's looked great.
Oh, now Brock looking down to the bottom here of Giverson. And we go back up front. Kel Peterson still leading the way right now. Montrose in second. Calvert in third.
Yep.
Johnson
Massey needs to clear that 39 machine. He needs a little help from behind to clear the 39. Just enough damage where he cannot pull up on the rear of these other trucks. So he needs to try to clear him as quickly as possible.
Well, now that's going to help out Calvert here. He used the draft to get underneath the 10, and that's going to bring out the 18 up close to him. Well, now he's kind of falling back here. 3 and 4 is just very, very tricky here in the trucks, Mike. It's just somehow they just lose the air when they're trying to draft with one another on the bottom. Just cannot stay connected.
Pretty snappy little corner. I mean, compared to 1 and 2, the way it used to be. I know they reconfigured the whole thing, but 3 and 4, it just seems like it tightens up so quickly. There, Massey able to clear the 39. This will give him a legitimate opportunity.
Yeah, Massey now in line on the high side, moving down to the bottom. Johnson on the bottom, got nowhere to go. As Brock 3 wide in the middle.
It's going to get very interesting. Yeah, there we go. Jordan's trying to help out Eric a little bit. These guys are separated from. Now Brock will give Charles a little shot. That'll bring him forward. Massey should have a big run coming here in just a little bit.
Oh, he's going to have one here off the exit of 4. He's going to close right up to the back bumper of the 18. And should be able to give the 18 the bump here. And no, he's actually going to look on the inside and use the draft to his own advantage. I don't dislike it. Not one bit here. I mean, we're coming up on 5 laps to go.
I like it if you're not loose. Charles Wilson, it should get, yeah, he's there, starting to close with Brock fairly quickly here on the 18 as well. Here they come. Gotta make a decision.
Yeah, what will Wilson do here? He's the one in control, being pushed by Brandon Brock. And Steve Giverson in tow now. As Montrose back on the outside of the 43, they're still side by side. Calvert just wants some help out the back.
Yeah, he was looking for Jordan. Come
And
on,
here
Jordan.
they go. Here they go.
This will give Wilson and Brock an opportunity.
Oh, yeah, the draft's going to be strong on the high side now that they've moved down. They're going to have a nice pull here on the outside.
Yeah, this should close up fairly quickly. It looks like the old tandem drafting they used to do. There you go, Charles. Get down there and get a sniff. Three to go at the line, Adam.
I don't know what's going to happen here.
Oh, where do you go? Do you take that chance 3 wide in the middle? I mean, I look for somebody to try it. Drew just cannot get any help.
Well, that inside line's not working. It's not working. There's no power down there. No momentum whatsoever. Johnson cannot get to the back bumper of the 43.
There we go. Now will he push the issue? Going to be 2 to go at the line. Somebody needs to close it up. Get ready, Cale. That push is coming, buddy.
And here we go now. Johnson with the push. Oh, an actual bump here from Johnson. Johnson's going to push him here the last 2 laps around. It's going to be a dogfight here, Mike.
Yeah, momentum should be with Brock and Wilson if they can hook up, or Massey and Wilson. They're far enough back that they should get a huge pull.
All right, Montrose pulled off the back of the 20 as we're coming to the white flag here, folks, and we're side by side. Who's it going to be? Will it be the 43? Will it be the 20?
Now Johnson backed off, had a huge run, not able to take advantage of it yet. Don't let him back off too far, Drew.
Now Drew Calvert in control now on the bottom. Who's going to get the push to who? Johnson now with the push to Drew Calvert.
Oh,
Side by side. Who's it going to be to the line? It's going to be Kel Peterson winning tonight here.
Wally with the win.
How about that? Now that's what I'm talking about here.
Oh, the guys just could never organize that big run. I thought Charles Wilson was in a tremendous position right there and just not able to organize a run. Mr. Peterson.
Kel just had that little bit of momentum on the high side. And he's going to get down here. He's going to do some donuts for us tonight.
There he goes. Tremendous race again. I mean, long green flag runs.
There he goes. He's in the wall.
I think that's for you, Adam.
And it looks like we're going to have to run out here on track and get a word from Kel Peterson. Don't go nowhere, Kel. Don't run me over. Don't run me over.
Now.
He's running me over. Oh, Kel, where you going? Kel. Hey.
Oh, man. He's running our crew ragged.
There we go. Pull up there, Kel. Hey, Kel, nice run there, buddy. I'm sorry. I'm just playing around with the cameras, folks. All right, that's going to do it for tonight. As far as the race goes here, let's get into the finish results. While Kel continues to do his little burnouts here, leading 26 laps at the end of this thing, Kel Peterson brings it home in the #1 spot. Drew Calvert in second. Nice run for Drew Calvert. Ian Montrose finishing third. Eric Johnson wraps up in the fourth. Brandon Brock fifth. Charles Wilson in sixth with Jordan Massey seventh. Steve Giberson eighth. Josh Yarbrough in ninth with Tim Boyce finishing out the top 10. And then you've got 11th through 20th goes like this. Terry Litweiler finishes in 11th. Josh Nova 12th. Rob Hamilton 13th. Ryan Fuchs 14th. Matt Markland 15th. Rob Williams 16th. Bob Redeker in 17th. Ronnie Welchel finishing in 18th spot. Bill Ligotti with a top 20. How about that? With Christopher Jones finishing 20th. Pole position is Charles Wilson. Going to grab some bonus points there. Brian Welchel with the fastest lap of a 30.977. Charles Wilson, most laps led as well, 29 laps. And Jordan Massey with the hard charger of 17 positions, bringing it home in the 7th spot. Only one caution tonight, folks, for 97 laps at Echo Park. How about that? That's not too shabby from the Outcast boys. And 12 green flag lead changes by 9 different drivers.
Just
All right.
unbelievable racing.
So,
unbelievable.
Yeah, it was. No doubt about it. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'll let you get in and let me talk to Ian Montrose. You want to go ahead and get him in the booth here?
There you go. Got him for you.
Ian Montrose, Glad Dad, and Mike McKinnon in the booth. You got me.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Man, it's going pretty good here. Nice run there. Nice teamwork trying to work with Kel, try to get him that win. Talk to me about the draft here. It looked like it was really hard to close up that bubble there to give a nice solid push.
Yeah, and anytime that you get close to people, it would make them loose in front. So you had to, you could push in the corner, but it was not advised because every time you did it, it kind of just upset the rear of the truck and you'd get loose. So yeah, it was hard to stay on the bumper. I feel like that bubble that you get, it was hard to overcome that unless you kind of cut the corner on the person, but that takes you out of line a little bit. So that's why you saw people drifting all around the track. It was tight, it was loose. Going through the tri-oval, I think I drifted on one of the corners through it. It was pretty bad and pretty loose, pretty tight as well, especially on the long run. You saw guys just struggling to keep it down on the bottom line. So really tough outing. I'm amazed that it went green as long as it did, just because the guys must have been fighting the truck every step of the way.
Yes, sir, man. Well, hey, you're in the playoffs here. You know, this is the regular season. Playoffs start next week. How are we feeling about Martinsville to start the playoffs?
I like short tracks, so you must know from the you must be really excited for next week. Both of you must be pretty excited for it. It can be fun, but it can also be easy to make mistakes, overshoot the corner, and get into people. So we'll see. I'm excited for it, but likewise, it's a difficult first test in the first round of the playoffs. So who knows what can happen.
Yes, sir, man. Hey, well, Ian, you know how we do it here in the booth. We're gonna give you some shout outs. So why don't you take it away and we'll send you on your way.
Yeah, first of all, appreciate you both in the booth, Mike and Glad Dad. I really, really appreciate everything you do. Broadcast always looks great for each of the series that you run. So shout out to you and shout out to the podcast as well. I know that you'll be getting back to that soon. So I really appreciate it, Mike. Appreciate all the admins that make Outcast work, and appreciate all the sponsors likewise that make it work. Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, Auto America Grand Island, Outcast Motorsports Network, Jackie Jones, Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, Seta Simmons, Dalton Hall Construction, Lulu Road by Tammy Litweiler, Half Moon Designs, Outcast Custom Apparel, Pinnacle Wrap, shout out the Biff, and shout out Kyle Busch.
Awesome, man. Hey, good shout outs, Ian, as always, and we'll see you in the booth again. I guarantee it. Have a good night, buddy.
Yes, sir. You take care of yourselves.
All right, so why don't you get in Drew Calvert here, and I'll let you take this one away.
All right, Mr. Drew Calvert, man.
Hey, how's it going?
It's great, man. Great run when you needed it. I know that's probably a lot long green flag run than you wanted, but just couldn't seem to get somebody to your bumper there at the end, man. And I didn't understand that. Was it just too dancy for everybody?
Yeah, it's I had a problem on the bottom of I kept getting on the apron too much, and so it kind of get me loose. But I knew the outside was more dominant. I felt a lot better on the outside, even though I got into the wall earlier in the race when I was leading. But I just felt more comfortable on the outside. But if I had any chance at all, I had to go to the bottom. I wasn't going to be able to get around Ener. And and I was trying to hold off Eric because I knew he's good everywhere. So I was just trying to do what I could to keep my position up front.
Yeah, he was definitely on the move there. And as I said, pretty sure you're in the playoffs. I think you're all going to be set. But how you feeling going into Martinsville next week? I mean, you seem to be a pretty good road racer, and that track kind of with the breaking points and stuff works into road racers' hands once in a while.
Yeah, I'm not too good on short tracks. I definitely need to up my game in that, but sometimes I surprise myself how good I do at some of these tracks. So I'm not too sure about next week, but other tracks I should be okay.
I feel like you'd be fine next week, buddy. So I'll tell you what, man, great run tonight. That'll secure you in. Then you just give your shout outs, take all the time you need. Let us know who makes it happen for you, bud.
Shout out to Ian and Kale and P1 and P3 and Eric for the pushing on the bottom. Y'all in the booth, Mike and Glad Dad, appreciate y'all. Y'all put on a great show every time. Chat fans in the chat. My family watching, sponsors, Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, Grand Island Auto America, Outcast Network, y'all. Jackie Jones, Chrysler Jeep Dodge, Serta Simmons Beddings, Dalton Hall Constructions, Lulu by Tammy Litweiler, Half Moon Designs, Outcast Apparel, and Pinnacle Wraps at Coon. And everyone else out there tonight, Outcast boys, always have a great race. Put on a good show, so it was fun tonight. Happy to get a P2.
Yeah, it was a great show, man. Great finish. There's your P2 finish, everybody. And Drew, I'll send you on down to the room, and we'll get Cole Peterson in here so Adam can take care of that. I'll see you later, buddy.
Appreciate y'all. See y'all. Have a good night.
Hey, Mike, you go ahead and grab Kale. And Kale did make it in the playoffs here, so we're going to have 11 drivers because it's a win and you're in. Mike, why don't you go ahead and interview Kale?
Well, I certainly will, Mr. Peterson. What a great showing tonight. A little trouble early, able to make his way through that. And then explain your race a little bit, how loose these things were and nobody really able to get up and get that push at the end.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. If you get within a couple inches of the truck in front of you, you're going to get them arrow loose and they're going to be fighting it. So it's a balance of how much you want to push the issue and how much you want to just kind of respect the guy in front of you. So, yeah, no, it is extremely tough.
Well, I mean, 2 nights in a row, we've seen almost no cautions at these long runs, and I know these trucks, they start to lose the rears pretty quickly, so it was a great show for you guys. I understand you are secured your way into the playoffs. There's going to be 11 guys, so that's fantastic. I ask everybody so far, how do you feel going into Martinsville to get it started? Because I mean, you talk about a culture shock. That track is one.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a war of attrition there. I feel good about Martinsville. That's a track I like. It's a throttle control and tire management, so I feel good about it. I think I can, at least put up a fight for top 5 in playoffs, but it's going to be a long fight to get there, the points deficit.
Well, we've seen you run at Richmond, so I'm pretty sure you understand how to work these things around a short track. So I'm looking forward to it. And I'll tell you what, buddy, take all the time you need, give you shout outs, let us know who makes it possible for you.
Yeah, absolutely. First and foremost, want to shout out you guys up in the booth. You guys are killing it. It's kind of what makes this league as fun as it is, just getting to see what you guys do with the broadcast. As far as the sponsors go, I want to shout out Auto America, Grand Island, Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, Jackie Jones, Dodge Chrysler and Jeep, Serta Simmons Bedding, Dalton Hall Construction, Lulu Row by Tammy Litweiler, oh my gosh, Whitweiler. You guys know what I mean. Yeah, thank you. Half Moon Designs and Pinnacle Wraps. Just, thank you to each and one of you guys for throwing money at this and letting us drive these fake cars.
Well, It was a great race, man. Great to see you up front. We'll see you next week in Martinsville. There's your winner, everybody. Cole Peterson. He's going to be in the playoffs. We'll see you next week in Martinsville. Thank you, Cole. Or Cale.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
All right, folks. Well, that was your finishing, your top three: Cale Peterson, Drew Calvert, and Ian Montrose. Mike, I know you're not going to be in the booth with me on Thursday. I think I can handle it. Maybe.
I know you can handle it.
It's going to be a fun race, no doubt about it. But, hey, man, I want to give a shout out to everybody in the Twitch chat tonight and everybody watching the broadcast each and every week. Appreciate that. It means more to me than words can describe. So appreciate that, giving us the support here at Outcast Motorsports Network. Thank you, Mike. Thank you to all the Outcast Motorsports community and all the other leagues that OMN broadcast can't do without you guys. Wouldn't have a job, a little hobby here. But anyway, we're going to be back tomorrow night for the RDRA race for the Pro Late models. That's going to be a hoot. And then Thursday, we'll be back with the Gen 6s here. Auto America Gen 6 series at Echo Park Speedway. That's going to be a fun one. So anyway, this is the Glad Dad here with the Magic Mike McKinnon, reminding you to stay fast, stay clean, and as always, it's okay to be an outcast. Take it easy, guys. Good night.